If you've been searching for a rental for the slightest bit of time, then you've probably noticed how tough it is right now in the rental market. If you're not aware of the current state that the rental market is in, then here's a little synopsis of the nightmare that renters are currently dealing with. All of this craziness that's been going on in the rental market all boils down to the basic economic law of supply and demand. Everybody's favorite go-to term whenever they're trying to act like an expert on the economy. What we're experiencing in the rental market right now is extremely low supply and extremely high demand. There's many factors that are causing there to be a problem with the supply and demand in the rental market, so let's get into that right now. Number one, there's not enough housing supply being built to keep up with the demand. There's currently a shortage of 5 million to 6.8 million housing units missing from the housing supply. Number two, the eviction moratorium, which was enacted when COVID first began, has prevented landlords from evicting delinquent tenants, which as a result is causing there to be less supply coming into the market. And number three, a lot of landlords have been noticing the value of their properties go up astronomically and are deciding to cash out on their profits rather than continuing to rent out their properties. Number one, a lot of buyers are throwing in the towel due to how competitive and expensive it is to buy a house right now. And as a result, a lot of buyers are choosing to rent instead so that they can wait out the storm, so to say. Number two, with the economy beginning to recover, people are now moving out of shared living situations and looking for their own place to live. There are also many people who realize after spending a lot of time in their house during the lockdown that they need more space, which is why single-family rentals are more sought after, with rents increasing 6.6% over the past year. And number three, there's just not enough supply coming into the market to meet the demand, which is causing a snowball effect. And listen, I know that's an overused analogy, but it works perfectly to describe the current problem that the rental market is facing. As one renter leaves the market, 3 more renters come into the market. And obviously those are made up numbers, but you get what I mean. There are many problems that renters are currently dealing with as a result of the low supply and high demand in the rental market. Here is a breakdown of those problems. Number one, rents are increasing at an alarming rate. Coming back to the basic economic law of supply and demand, when there's more demand than supply of something, prices usually go up, which explains why rents are becoming so expensive. To put this into perspective, in July, rents nationally rose 7% year over year for 1-bedroom apartments and 8.7% for 2-bedroom apartments. Number two, most rentals are receiving multiple applications. With there barely being any rentals available on the market and a parabolic amount of renters actively searching for a rental, a lot of landlords are receiving multiple applications on their properties. As a result, a lot of renters are offering more in rent to increase the odds of getting their application accepted. I've had a couple of clients who offered as much as $250 more in rent, which adds up to be an additional $3,000 that they're paying in rent per year. I mean, who would have ever thought that renters would be bidding against each other? And number three, landlords are making their requirements for their rentals stricter. Yes, unfortunately this is happening right now. Landlords are becoming stricter when it comes to renters' credit score, income, and rental history. And why is that? Well, there are 2 reasons that I can think of. The first reason is since there is a higher demand, landlords are able to fill their vacancies quicker, even if they make their requirements stricter. So instead of settling on the first tenant they can find, they're waiting for the perfect tenant to come to their doorstep because they know that they eventually will. The second reason is due to the eviction moratorium, which prevents landlords from evicting tenants who aren't paying their rent. As a result, landlords don't want to take the risk of renting their properties out to tenants that have less than perfect credit or have a poor rental history because they won't be able to evict them if they end up not paying their rent. I don't know when things will go back to normal, but I do know that the main thing that'll bring things back to normal is for more supply to come into the market to meet demand. If you're a renter, then you probably feel really demoralized after watching this video, but fear not. There's still a way for you to win as a renter in this brutal market that we're in right now. First of all, you need to be prepared. So check out this video I made by clicking right here to see what I mean by that. And second of all, you need to come in strong with your offer. So check out this blog that I wrote by clicking here to see how exactly you can do that. And here's a bonus tip. The last thing that you need in order to win in this market as a renter is a top-notch realtor by your side to help guide you through this process. If you're a renter and you need help finding a rental, then please feel free to reach out to me. Well, that's it for now, guys. If you found this video helpful, then please like and subscribe. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day.